So we're going to jump back in with blessed are the poor in spirit, which is part of the Beatitudes, and this is going to be part 2. So blessed are the poor in spirit means recognizing your own spiritual inadequacies, sinfulness, and utter dependence on God rather than self-reliance or pride. For those who acknowledge their spiritual poverty and humbly turn to God for grace and mercy, the kingdom of heaven, both in this life and eternity, is promised to them. It says spiritual poverty versus material poverty. Spiritual poverty refers to a deep awareness of one's inner emptiness and inability to earn God's favor or salvation through good deeds, wealth, or power. It says not self-sufficient. It's the understanding that you cannot achieve righteousness or enter God's kingdom by your own merits or efforts. It says the poor in spirit is a humble state. Humility, the core idea, is spiritual humility. Realizing your unworthiness and sinfulness before God. Begging for grace. It is a state of spiritual begging, relying entirely on God's grace and mercy because you have nothing of your own to offer. So as we go back and look at that, with the humility, the core idea being spiritual humility, realizing your unworthiness and sinfulness before God. So it's a realization that we no longer hold pride over ourselves to be in control and to think that we can do things better. And then the begging for grace is a state of spiritual begging, relying entirely on God's grace and mercy because you have nothing of your own to offer. Meaning that, and a lot of times people don't like to hear it put this way, but you've tried everything in your way of doing it, and you come to the realization that the only way is through God to carry